It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here, back with another live episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music and entertainment breakdowns and commentary. We got a very stacked show for y'all today. All right, as y'all know, new music came out today, and a lot of people are taking aim at each other. There's a lot of people in the industry that are just deciding to let all their grievances be known with other artists. You know, we've been keeping close tabs on this whole Future Metro, we don't trust you, we still don't trust you saga, which seems to be a sneak attack on Drake. Everybody that's getting on these records is dissing Drake. We got issues between Quavo and Chris Brown. We got the continuation of beef between Bia and Cardi B. My goodness. You know what I'm saying? We got ASAP Rocky. We got the Weeknd taking aim at Drake. We got everybody thinking that J. Cole is a sweetie pie out here. So people are now trying J. Cole from all corners of the industry. It's looking crazy. Yeah, Costanza, this is live. This is live. We live right now. You just caught one. Much love and respect. Thank y'all for tuning in, by the way. Make sure y'all like and share the video. Before we get started, I do want to go ahead and issue apology to Megan Thee Stallion and her fans. Yesterday, I did make a distasteful joke when I was talking about her friend or whatever eating off the wasabi and whatnot and protecting her man away from Megan and stuff like that. And I want to just go ahead and put that out there. A lot of people didn't like what I said, and I listened to it back. I watched it back, and that's not something that I wanted to put out there. Shouldn't have said it in the first place, but I wanted to go ahead and let y'all know I do apologize. I appreciate y'all for letting me know and calling me out on that. And for anybody that was turned off by that, I totally understand, and I'm not gonna try to defend myself on that. I shouldn't have said it. All right, now getting back into the beef, okay? So we have Chris Brown versus Quavo. We're gonna take our time and go through the small disses, and then we're gonna get to the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna slow drag this one. All right. So a couple days ago, a snippet from Chris Brown hit the net. Of course, he has his new deluxe album that just dropped, and on the album, he has a song called "Freak," where he took aim at Quavo from the Migos. All right. Now, in his song, he says, okay, now fucking my old bitches ain't gonna make us equal. Sipping at 1942 because I don't do no Quavo. Freak bitch, she like Casamigos, not the Migos. So he's letting it be known. Yeah, I see you out here canoodling with my old joint. Of course, it's been rumored that Quavo even dated Karrueche back in 2017, which is shortly after her and Chris Brown ended their situation, right? And I think she was totally right for getting away from that nigga. Just keeping it a buck, keeping it a thou wow with y'all. I'm glad she got away from him because that wasn't a good situation. So she found her way to Quavo. They dated briefly at that time. But then in 2022, it seems like Quavo and Karrueche spun the block, right? And they were seen together all over again. So now, apparently, Chris Brown thinks he owns this woman. You know what I'm saying? Every time he sees her with somebody else, this nigga jumps through the fucking roof. He starts going real crazy. I don't know what his obsession is with Karrueche and why he hasn't been able to let her go. It's been almost 10 years. This is similar to Drake not being able to get over Rihanna, which we're going to get into later. So it's just weird activity going on. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Costanza. I appreciate y'all. Be sure to like and share the video, y'all. So Chris came out and put it on wax that he still has an issue with Quavo, put his name in the song and said, we sipping 1942 because I don't do no Quavo. It's a weak diss, but then he comes back and says she like Casamigos, not the Migos, right? So whoever this new freak is that he's dealing with, he's making sure she don't like the Migos at all. No Quavo, no none of that, all right? So Quavo catches a wind of this, and he decided, you know what? I'm not finna back down off this. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna let it be known that I don't fuck with you neither. So Quavo comes out with a song called Tender, and this whole song is pretty much aimed at Chris Brown. Like, this is a certified diss record. You know what I mean? Now, I don't like the fact that these niggas is out here singing they disses. I think that that's a little weird, but nonetheless, this is where we at in hip hop today. This is where everything is going. So Quavo comes out, and from the jump, he says, niggas talking about they hoe loyal, nigga. Yo hoe probably at the spot right now eating dick. This is sad. I hate that these guys are beefing over women. And really, the losers in this situation are the women based on the way that they talking about them. You know what I'm saying? But we going to keep it going. So the chorus of the song is Salazar Stones, carrots, bugs. You did the bitch wrong and not a bitch gone. She posted with a thug. So we already know Chris Brown did Karrueche wrong. Now she gone. Now she posted with a thug. I mean, both of them think they thugs, but whatever. He says, call the bitch phone. She won't come home. Don't beat her up. Yikes. I don't even know why you would put that in the song if y'all got any connection, you and Karrueche still got any connection, I don't know why you would say that. Like, that's throwing that in her face. But, we all make mistakes. I'm living proof of that. He says it must be the drugs. Need to cross out your plug. Wow. Wow. That's crazy to me. Higgin that thick little shit, she bad. She like to get hugs. Told her she could post that shit on the fin, but never in pub. Saying she could post it on a Finsta, not the real one. Done fucked around and made her a member just because. Having your favorite rapper tender about these girls. So it ain't really about a rapper. It's about CB. Let's keep it all the way a buck. He say, don't shoot up the party. Your little hoe, she gnarly. Your little bitch, she want it. She want an AP. I go a Cardi. Pussy dripping like water. Pussy gonna cause violence. Rich nigga gonna spoil it. You tender niggas a problem. Sniper sitting on the roof. I ain't sparing none. I'ma shoot. She know I ain't running out of loot. Brain 1 multiply by 2. Pocket steak, eating Wagyu, niggas fake, yeah, they fast food. I'm higher, I'm flying to you. When I come outside, they through. Wow. And all of this, all these lyrics are making reference to Chris Brown and Karrueche. Like, this is crazy to me. I don't understand how these niggas could do it. Y'all was just seen together at a game or some shit where y'all was very peaceful to each other. Y'all kept y'all cool, but now y'all want to go in the booth and start sliding on each other. This is weird to me. Very weird. Yeah, that thumbnail stacked. It's crazy. It's about to get live. And we still on Quavo and Chris Brown. Like, this is the least important beef, but it's a lot to get to. He continues. David Blaine go to Magic with my gang. See Rick James, Diamonds White looking like cocaine. When I fuck on that little bitty bitch, yes, she do great. When I fuck on that little bitty hoe, yes, she lose weight. Wow, that's terrible. She used to be out on the boat in the paddle. Now she on the yacht. Train to go when it's time to battle. Yeah, we on the block. Wiping your nose with the tissue, not wiping no snot. Of course, y'all know wiping nose is a hip hop term now. All of a sudden, for violence, for spinning on a nigga. Weird. Tell me, little bro, what's your issue? It's over a thought. Why she gotta be a thought? Why Karrueche gotta be a thought? You done spun the block out about twice already. Jesus. You said it's bigger than that, but no, it's not. It's cause I be digging in that. It got on hot. I'm giving respect, but I know you not. Yo bitch on my neck, yo bitch at the spot. Good God. I don't know, man. I feel like they gonna have to really crash out in public. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. Quavo must be over both they ass, cause this is ridiculous. Disrespectful to the max. You know what I mean? Whoa! They got to crash out in public. Captain Kirk, you got to know what's going on, family. We talking about the beef. We read the lyrics over here. We don't play the songs. We going to play some stuff that's copyright okay. But these mainstream records, I can't play them. What's good, everybody? So, clearly, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. We're going to see how this goes. But basically, Quavo is calling Chris Brown a tender dick ass nigga. For those of y'all that don't know what a tender dick ass nigga is, it's something that originated in the South, and they basically saying you out here acting like a broad over these women. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way that I could say it. I know Pimp C used to say it all the time, and now a lot of the Atlanta niggas is on that wave saying that shit too. But this is crazy, man. Again, I think the only loser in this battle is going to be Karrueche, because the way that they're talking about her in these songs, both of their songs, Freak Hoe, this little bitch, like, is a little bit ridiculous. But I guess this is hip hop. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of them. Now, moving on, we've got Bia and Cardi B. As y'all know, some of y'all that have been here for a couple months now, we've talked enough about the Bia and Cardi B issue. They've had silent issues with each other at least for a couple years now. So much so that Bia had to come out and try to clear things up maybe like 2 years ago, saying that she never switched up on Cardi B. It's no way that I could switch up on somebody that I never really knew like that. I couldn't have beef with her because I don't even know her. So at one point she was trying to say everything was good and that the fans were just making stuff up. But at the start of this year, when Cardi B started her rollout, next thing you know, she puts out the Like What freestyle, which of course we know sampled Missy Elliott's She's a Bitch, right? Unfortunately for Cardi, Bia had already sampled this same record, She's a Bitch by Missy Elliott, on her song, I'm That Bitch, which came out about a year and a half ago, right? And the song was actually produced by Timbaland. So she feels like, yo, I did this. I was the one that came out with this Missy Elliott sample, and I got the co-sign from Timbaland because he made my beat, which means that he sampled his own work and created something new out of it. I got to be on your mood board. You know what I'm saying? You had to have heard my version and did yours. Cardi B pretty much is making it seem as though I never heard your record. I don't know what you're talking about. We sampled the same song. It shouldn't be no big deal, right? But then at the end of Cardi B's Like What freestyle, there was a snippet to her current single, Miami. And in that snippet, there was a beat that came on that Bia claims sounds like a duplicate of her beat for a song called Fall Back. So this made the situation even worse because she's like, yo, how you done hit me with a 2-for-1? Right? Is Chris gonna drop a rap diss? He already did. He dropped some, he raps all over his albums. The diss that he put out was a rap. But yeah, so Bia's looking at Cardi B like, yo, you're out here studying my moves, you studying my swag, and you're not reaching out, you're not giving me no credit, but you want to steal what I got going on. So now, as of today, Bia hops on Houston rapper Ken the Man's song called Bitch Duh. This is a remix, right? And on this song, she takes direct shots at Cardi B. She says, I hear bitches popping shit, and that's so funny to me. How you say you running down but can't walk on a beat? I ain't know I had a op because she don't say shit to me. I'ma cop me a new gun before I cop me a police. So let me just go ahead and break this down, all right? So she says, I hear bitches popping shit, and that's so funny to me. So remember, after all of this took place, the Twitter fingers started getting people in trouble, right? The tweets is what did it. Because when Cardi's song came out, Bia came out and she was like laughing and saying, hey, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Alluding to the fact that you biting my style is wild. So Cardi came out and let it be known, you bitches are delusional. You gonna take L's every time you come fucking with me, but if this what you want, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So they had some tweets where, yeah, they was going at it. So she like, I hear bitches popping shit, and that's so funny to me. How you running down but can't walk on a beat? Basically saying she don't feel like Cardi can really walk on a beat. Like, you don't even write your own shit. That's been everybody's claim against her. That's been everybody's main gripe with her. Everybody that goes against her, they always talk about the pen. They always say, hey, you got writers in your corner. I don't got that. I don't got no help. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes reference to Partisan Fontaine because everybody knows that he's helped her write songs in the past. But Cardi comes out and says, yo, y'all keep using this against me, but y'all don't never take into account the fact that I write my own shit too. Like, there's plenty of stuff that I've written my own shit as well, but y'all don't like to acknowledge that. It's kind of like the Drake thing. Like, once he got outed for having Quentin Miller in his corner, a lot of people discredited everything he ever put out and would never take him serious again. You know, it's that real hip hop head type perspective. So she says, I ain't know I had an op because she don't say shit to me. I'm going to cop me a new gun before I cop me a police. So she's saying, before I cop out, before I say everything is done, that the beef is settled, I go get me a gun. We could really shoot this shit out, which we don't really see none of that happening. But appreciate it. That's Dreezy's song. You're absolutely right. It is Dreezy's song. Thanks for the correction. Dreezy made Bitch Duh. You're correct. Because she was going at, what's her name? The DeAndre Sanders girl. Yep, I talked about that too. Thanks for the correction. So yeah, but Ken the Man is on there. Excuse me. So then she says, heard they want my low. I dropped it in Dubai, her location. Like, meet me out here. I'm in Dubai, which is crazy because if y'all get to fighting in Dubai, both y'all gonna serve life. The fuck you talking about? But anyway, heard they want my low. I dropped it in Dubai, kind of trying to flex like I'm out the country. I can never turn on my phone just to cry on a live. I hate a sneaky nigga, pick a side. If you want to get up with me, tell that bitch we outside. So she come, damn. So y'all know at the end of last year, Cardi went live. She was on Twitter Spaces and whatnot, and she just completely lashed out in Twitter Spaces. She completely lashed out on live. She was going at Offset, calling him all types of bitch ass niggas. Apparently, he done got caught out there slipping with a new joint or something like that. She was saying how she was finna leave this nigga, everything, like called him everything in the book. You know, I don't know why she decided to take this to the internet. This is one of the issues that I have with a lot of artists is they take all their grievances, even the personal ones, to the internet. Like, nobody should have known that you was having intermarital issues. You know what I mean? But she did it, and now somebody that you going head to head with is going to use it against you, especially for somebody like Cardi who's under constant scrutiny for everything. I don't understand how she didn't play that or didn't see it, right? So I can never go on a live. I can never turn on my phone just to cry on a live. I hate a sneaky nigga, pick a side, which I feel is also a jab at Offset because she like, I could never get with a nigga like that. Pick a side. You either with me or you not, but we're not going to stay together if you playing like that. If you want to get up with me, tell that bitch we outside. So she say, hey, she's not ducking no smoke. Now, at this point, I don't know if Cardi B is going to respond. Typically, if we go by the pattern of a Cardi B, she will, you know, especially when she feels like somebody's playing with her name. She always jumps in. We just seen her going at that guy, what's her name, Raymonte, just for bringing her name up when he didn't get his endorsement and didn't get his what he was looking for from Essence. He threw Cardi B in the mix and they went back and forth, you know what I'm saying, for damn near an hour or two on Twitter. So I don't know if she's going to take this silently. Her album, you know, she's still working on it, still piecing it together. Something could end up on there, some new shots. She might go on Twitter and rant and lash out. Hopefully not, you know what I'm saying? But it's always in the realm of possibility when we're talking about Cardi B. Right now, the beef looks one-sided. We haven't given her a chance to respond, so I have to update y'all on that a little later. Now, getting into this whole Future, Metro, Boomin, we still don't trust you. Now, a couple weeks ago, we know the world was taken by storm when they dropped the first part, right? We don't trust you. Future was already taking shots at Drake, right? That was already known. Well, it came to be known that he was doing that, and it was all over the album. Then you get this song, Like That, featuring Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar put the gloves on and said, motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just Big Me. And the industry has been in a complete frenzy ever since this quote came out. You can say Bia's unimportant, but she's important enough for Cardi B to have an issue with her. You know what I'm saying? For her to even acknowledge it. I think if you say she's unimportant, you definitely got to be able to ignore that person. Right? But I understand what you mean if you compare the two. So Kendrick had the entire industry in a frenzy. We've talked about this numerous times on the channel already, but unfortunately, the remnants of that diss record are still prevalent. The song is still #1 in the country. So everybody is invested into the beef, invested into the shots, right? Well, we got a new crop of disses that are now out, right? So first up on the new album, we have The Weeknd. And this nigga sung his diss at Drake. He says, they could never diss my brothers, baby, when they got leaks in their operation. I thank God I never signed my life away. And then in another line, he says, they shooters, I can never do that big talk. They shooters making TikToks. Now, to the average person listening, you probably not going to think this is worth nothing. It's like, oh, that's some bull. However, we see The Weeknd, #1, picking sides with Metro and Future. Not to mention this new album got disses from Future all over it, aimed at Drake too, but Future's not a lyricist, so I'm not finna sit down and try to pick every line apart because I don't know who the fuck he be talking about. Some people just be random, some random strays, random girls in the city, but then stuff is pointed. But I'm not finna go through his shit. One thing that we gotta acknowledge from the Weeknd is I thank God I never signed my life away. This has been an ongoing conversation between the Weeknd and Drake for a decade. Drake was very pivotal in getting the Weeknd out there. He co-signed him, right? The Weeknd was also very pivotal in I think it was Drake's Take Care album, if I'm not mistaken. So they had that brotherhood going on. Drake wanted to sign him to OVO. The Weeknd said, "Hey, I appreciate everything, but I'm gonna go my own way." You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the endorsement. I appreciate the collaboration. You know what I'm saying? But I think I want to test my solo abilities. I don't want to be up under you, which it turns out that he made the right decision, right? Because everybody else that's been signed to OVO under Drake has never really seen their career accelerate to the level that they would have liked. We got Party Next Door, who became basically like a glorified ghostwriter, right? He's giving Drake all these hits. He's going on to write hits for a lot of other people in the industry. He has a cult following of people that enjoy his music. He's got that new album, you know what I'm saying? But it took a long time for him to get around to the second album because he was just kind of stuck, confined to working with Drake and other people. He wasn't getting the clearance, I guess, to put out his own shit. Drake signed McConan at one point right after going up on a Tuesday, right? Then it was outed that McConan, like boys, Drake and them discarded him from the label. But it took a while for him to get discarded from the label. He just kind of sat on the shelf, right? There's so many others that have been in that Drake circle that just haven't accelerated. They got the girl Naomi, whatever her name is, that he signed a year or two ago. Where's she at? She's putting out music, but I don't see the publicity around it. So, yeah, hey, if you got to go back and forth between me and Jami, it's cool. No problem. But yeah, if you just look at the trajectory of the Weeknd, he's become a pop star in his own right. He headlined his own Super Bowl performance. I don't think we see any of that. And I'm not even a Weeknd fan, but I don't think we see any of that coming from him if he signed to OVO, right? And the fact that he made fun of your shooters doing TikTok. So Drake has this guy on his team named Baka Not Nice. I think the first time we heard him, what was that album? Baka. I forgot the name of that fucking album. But he's supposed to be like one of the shooters on Team OVO, right? In the midst of all these disses coming out a few weeks ago, Baka Not Nice was talking about how y'all niggas want to talk about all this rap shit, but we really unalive niggas in real life. And in his caption, he really said the word unalive, which is probably the least threatening way to say you gonna do something to somebody that you ever could put together. Like, how you gonna make, hey, I'm gonna unalive you, bro. Niggas gonna be like, huh? Excuse me? The fuck wrong with this dude? Plus, they ended up revealing that he was indeed on TikTok doing funny filters and stuff with his girlfriend, maybe. So it's like, how you supposed to be this cold-hearted killer when you out here doing TikToks with your girl? I ain't even on TikTok doing that, and I'm the pop star. I'm the one that be singing. So we got that from the Weeknd. Now, A$AP Rocky on the song Show of Hands decided he wanted to tag in, right? So he gets on the song and he says, call up Pluto. Metro should have put me on the first one. So he's saying, y'all niggas put me on the second album. Y'all really should have put me on the first one because I got plenty smoke, right? Niggas swear they bitch the baddest. I just bagged the worst one. So if we talking about bad chicks, I got the worst one. You know what I'm saying? In terms of bad, speaking on Rihanna, right? You swear your chick the baddest. I got the worst one. And the one that you've been chasing after for 12 years. Right? Niggas in they feelings over women. What, you heard of some? I smashed before you birthed, son. Flacco hit it first, son. Oh my God. Now, some people might say this is weak. This is whack. What is he talking about? Well, ASAP Rocky is alleging, and I don't think it's actually alleged, that before Drake was with Sophie, the girl who birthed Drake's child, ASAP Rocky was over there in that picture. Now, some people are even saying that Kanye has a lyric on the Vultures album where he said something alleging to a threesome and they didn't know whose kid it was. I don't know if these niggas is out here pulling trains on women. I don't know what type of shit these niggas is into. Hip hop is real weird. You know what I'm saying? They could have been at it at the same time and had some some uncertainty about whose it was. I don't know. I don't even wanna speculate too deeply on that. Cause if y'all niggas is sword fighting, I don't wanna know about it. Okay? But that is what some people are into. Yeah, she is a ex corn star. Man, that's crazy, right? Did they I don't even want to repeat what you said, but I see it. So you said before you had your son with her, Flacco was in it first. So I got the one you wanted, and I had your queen first. Wow. Craziness. He says, still don't trust you. It's always us, never them. Heard you dropped your latest shit. Funny how it came and went. So ASAP Rocky made it very much known that he still wants all the smoke, right? Which I feel like this is long overdue. For the past few years, Drake has definitely still been singing to Rihanna on his last couple of albums. He was doing it on For All the Dogs. He did it on Her Loss. Like, he just been out here pillow talking and singing about Rihanna, alluding to the fact that your new nigga ain't as rich as me. Your new nigga can't take care of you like me. I could see the resentment in his eyes when he goes to your shows. Basically trying to position ASAP Rocky as a baby mama. You know what I mean? And Rihanna is the man in the relationship. Like, you taking care of him when I could have been taking care of you. Why'd you leave me to go to that? So ASAP has been letting this shit ride for the better part of 2 albums. You say, I don't understand. Do these rappers want virgins? Do they think they are the only one? I think, no. I would say I think a lot of these guys have the impression that no other rapper may have been dealing with the woman that they found. I think that's the embarrassing part. I think that's where shit gets a little slippery, because a lot of these guys, they're getting these girls off of the OnlyFans. They're getting these girls off of Instagram. They're getting these girls out of the strip club. I don't know why that's their aim. You know what I'm saying? These are women that are, practically doing sex work. But on the same token, I guess they're feeling like they're finding a diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying? And let's not overlook the fact that you could think that it's just about an encounter, that they're just dealing with them for sexual benefits, but then everybody makes it seem like women be the only ones catching feelings. These niggas be catching feelings with the escorts too. Let's keep it a buck. Some of these niggas be pillow talking with the paid work. You know what I mean? So when you find out another one of your peers in the industry done had her, it could hit you in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, somebody gonna use it against you when they find out, oh, it's like, oh, you with her? Wow. Ha ha. Good luck. Wishing you the best, my guy, because the squad already done touched that. I don't think that that's the way to look at it. I don't think that that's the way that it should be. You know what I'm saying? But we're just talking about the male ego, the pride, the machismo, all that shit. That testosterone niggas get all juiced up. Shit go left. So ASAP was like, hey, bro, you've been pulling this shit for about 8 years. Since I've been in the picture, you still been saying the same shit, singing to my lady, bro. We on our way to kid number 3. You still singing about this girl, bro. And you trying to add me into it? I gotta get you. I've been letting you slide. I've been letting you do the electric slide. I don't let you do the cha-cha slide with Glorilla. Nah, fam. These niggas really should have put me on the first one so I could have set it off on your ass 2 weeks ago. Right? So in the midst of all of this happening, um, everybody's getting at Drake. It's clearly a battle royale, a royal rumble, if you will, right? Sneak attack, ambush. Everybody on these Metro and Future albums is basically going at Drake, with the exception of one artist. So today, everyone was definitely surprised to hear say, "What? Hey, don't mess with Drake girl, yo. She took more shots to the face." Wow. So everyone was surprised to hear J. Cole on the new Metro Boomin and Future, We Still Don't Trust You. Of course, as we know, the way that they're rolling these albums out, they're not actually putting the features in the credits, right? So the first few days that the album is out, you got to just listen to it and find out who's on there by listening. So niggas heard J. Cole and was like, oh my God, don't tell me J. Cole done came out, did this public apology in front of everybody, and now he's on the Future album. He done switched sides on Drake. Drake gonna have to bring the yapper out on him too. Woo, shit. Now, I gotta be honest with y'all on this. I don't think J. Cole was privy to none of this shit. As a matter of fact, if you listen to the song that he's on, he's not alluding to none of this shit. This is a song where they're singing about a woman. This nigga's actually rapping about the woman that he ended up marrying and talking about, kind of alluding to the process of him meeting her when they was kids and they was cool, and he came into the industry and was out here smashing other women and still they found their way back. So he's giving everybody kind of a storyline on the woman that he's married to and has children with. But people are taking this like, oh my God, he's siding with Future and them. This is the weakest nigga ever, right? And please, for those of y'all that don't be on Twitter and haven't seen this, if you log on to Twitter for just 5 minutes, my algorithm is all hip hop shit. These niggas is going crazy. They calling J. Cole a powder puff. I think that this is not. I think that it's definitely the shoe's not fitting, but they're crafting a narrative around Cole because, number one, he was on the first person shooter with Drake. You know, Kendrick Lamar felt like they was taking shots. He took aim at both of them. Cole comes out, puts his response out to Kendrick. Couple days later, he apologizes, right? So people are already looking at him a certain way. Next thing you know, Dreamville comes out and they're letting it be known, hey, all you niggas out here, if we worked with you and we helped you glow up over the past couple years and you got a problem with what Cole did, or you out here criticizing his diss record, the pool is closed. You can't come fuck with us no more. It's Dreamville versus everybody now on some industry shit. Not on no beef shit, but on some man-to-man industry shit. Don't come over here looking for no favors. No, you can't get no features. No, you can't come record in our studio, because they do have people that record in their studio. They cutting everybody off. Like, if you're not down with Cole, you can't support the decision that we making over here. All access is getting cut off from you other niggas. It's Dreamville only now. So now, with that being a conversation as well, and a lot of people are looking at that sideways, because it's like, damn, these niggas ain't even signed to y'all. They not entitled to have their own opinion. It don't mean they hate y'all, but they're in a situation now where they're basically under attack. So they're responding with knee-jerk reactions, trying to show some form of strength. I gotta be honest. It doesn't look all that strong, but they trying to show some form of strength, right? You say, do you think people are trying to take down Drake? I'd honestly be here for it. Oh yeah, it's definitely an ambush on Drake. Let's be honest. This is that Future shit is a complete ambush on Drake. Excuse me. Right? I don't believe that Future and Metro let it be known to J. Cole that this album, their whole entire rollout, was gonna be a sneak attack on Drake. I honestly feel like if J. Cole knew about this, he would have never done the song. Or if he had already done this song, he would have said, hey, bro, go ahead and take this shit off, because now he's involved in another layer of the beef that he never asked to be a part of. I think Cole is actually catching a lot of strays at this moment. And to be honest, I personally think we're actively witnessing the end of the Cole feature run. This is going to be the last straw. Cole is going to cut everybody off. I don't even know if we get features on the fall off. I think other niggas that are on the fall off that he may have worked with, their verses are getting deleted right now, as of today. As of this week, probably. They've been deleting niggas shit left and right, sending them to the trash. Right? Because everybody is kind of revealing their hand. Everybody is kind of siding with Kendrick Lamar. They saying, oh, if Cole is willing to bow down, we might as well go join the squad over there. Shit. We have a new king. There's some people on Team Drake that's waiting on Drake to respond. As a matter of fact, if you listen to people like Joe Budden, if you listen to Maul from the Rory and Maul podcast, Drake was supposed to have something that came out today. A nuclear diss, a missile, if you will. But we're out here talking right now peacefully. No missile was dropped. No nuclear nothing. No nuclear fission. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? No drone activity. Nothing. Drake completely silent. We saw him linking up with Sauce Walker last night, which I guess they put their 8-year issue to bed. So it seems that Drake is out here recruiting new allies because the old ones have now switched sides. I don't even know where 21 Savage is sitting on all this, right? He hasn't said nothing. He ain't put no music out. He's probably going to be on the next Drake album. So it's looking like some real Avengers, looking like some real goddamn Decepticons type shit going on, man. But not only is J. Cole looking sweet to his counterparts and his peers, but we've also got underground rappers that are now taking aim at J. Cole. Oh my fucking goodness. Now, Symba, who I respect, Symba has a lot of respect in hip-hop. He's a dope lyricist from the West Coast. He's gone viral multiple times for dropping iconic, dope freestyles. Very talented. His music doesn't always reach the level of his talent, I must say. But Symba came out and dropped a Control verse last night, taking direct shots at J. Cole, basically saying, nigga, you let your whole squad down. You let the industry down and you let your whole team down, right? And I've already done my due diligence on this, so I can actually play this and won't get copyright struck. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Symba freestyle where this nigga took shots at Cole. Like, I don't even think he's qualified to take shots at Cole, but for some people, if you go back to the Control verse in 2013, a lot of people was like, Kendrick shouldn't have did what he did. So he's going to get publicity for it. It's going viral. People are talking about it. I've seen some actual affiliates that are down with Cole that have talked about him and said this is a whack-ass move. So it's definitely catching attention in that circle of people that's like, bro, this is weak. But he said this is hip-hop and you niggas should know what time it is. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for y'all, man. Shit is getting critical. Niggas really think J. Cole is a sweet cherry pie right now.
I've been acting and designing, bitch, I'm getting fly. I'm 2 steps ahead of you niggas who next in line. These laundry mad ass rappers be sounding washed and dry. They say I need a song with so-and-so, I'm not surprised. But every time I send a verse, these niggas petrified. It's time to kill the rap game for a second time. I'm doing drive-bys in a Tesla, that's an electric slide. I look the devil dead in his eyes like I ain't scared to die. For damn sure ain't scared to go to war with a friend of mine. Pushing through sunset, lighting up with the top down. Barbershop convos about who sit at the top now. The big 3 fucked up, Cole gave up his spot now. Can't say you top 5 if you scared to be hostile. I remember feeling your pain when you let Nas down, but you done let Boz down and Cos down. You done let the squad down. Can't say you the GOAT if you ain't popping it. We ain't trying to hear all them apologies. Dot told you niggas that he usually homeboys with who he rhyming with, but this is hip hop and you niggas should know what time it is.
That's Symba. Ooh, this is the wow, you got niggas that ain't even qualified, that's not even in the conversation. His name is Symba. We'll put his name in the comments here. He's dope. Well respected in the industry for his lyrical talent. We're not gonna say Symba's whack in no kind of way. Symba's actually signed to Def Jam. He's got songs with 2 Chainz. He's got songs with a lot of people in the industry. He's not some random off the street, but he is a developing artist, right? He has not sold a bunch of records. He does not have a classic album under his belt. He doesn't have any classic singles under his belt. He's still trying to get to that next level, right? So he took this as an opportunity to say, hey, this is hip hop, bro. You took the weak way out. So if you want to be in this game and you talking top 5, but you scared to be hostile with your peers and fight for supremacy, then you gotta be food. And if you food and I'm hungry, it's time for me to eat. Pause. No Diddy. So, I mean, some people are saying they don't like the move. Some people are saying it's whack. I got Bungillo right here saying he's not whack, but it was whack. You know? So, it's got a lot of people divided. Some people are extremely excited by this move. Some people are extremely excited because of the energy that all of this big 3 conversation, diss record, rap, beef, whatever you want to call it, is getting people more involved, getting people focused on lyricism, focused on actually being good rappers. Excuse me. So in that regard, I think that there is a positive to this, because now we got people that are actually trying to compete. Now we got people that's like, bro, hip hop has been boring for a long time, especially for the men. The women have been running rap. I've been saying this for months upon months, that the women are running hip hop. They got the storylines, they got the looks, they got the disses. They've been dissing each other left and right way before the men decided to get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? They got the better budgets for their music videos. Their tours look better. Everything. The women been running shit. Now, some would say, well, the women's lyrics ain't as potent as the men. Well, if you're comparing them to Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole, yeah, they probably not rapping to that level. But how many men in the industry are rapping to that level either? So, no, we're not talking about the song Symba from J. Cole. And there's some people out there that say, hey, bro, you can't diss J. Cole with a name like Symba, right? You're automatically disqualified for dissing J. Cole with a name called Symba when he was talking about grown Symba before you even came about. So some people are on his ass about that too. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, L. I need more. I need more hats. So again, niggas thinking it's sweet. Symba jumped in the ring and said, hey man, it's about lyricism. It's about rap. It's about keeping it real. So I'm going to jump in. But he's not the only one. We've also got a female rapper by the name of 3D Nati from New Orleans, who I told y'all about recently. Somebody asked me who's a good female rapper to check out that's not on the mainstream. I always tell people, check out 3D Nati. She raps just as good as the niggas, and she's hard. You know what I mean? But she don't get the publicity. She was signed to Russell Simmons way back, but unfortunately that deal didn't work out. She's been signed to multiple labels. They never work. But she's out here grinding independently. She's making her own movies, short films, doing the soundtrack to them. So she's got a lot of things going on. I think she also ghostwrites behind the scenes. She does consulting for other artists. But she's about to put her on record in the bucket too. As a matter of fact, I've got a snippet. She hasn't dropped the whole song yet, but she's got a snippet going at the entire Big 3. It's quick though.
I really got the game fucked up. Let me show y'all how to do this shit.
No rapper alive could spar with me bar for bar. I'm more afraid of Kenny Rogers than I am Kenny Lamar. He know it. Sway got the clip, he can show it. Forrest Jermaine, he a poet. Stick to that, cause apologizing was hoish. And Drake still styles from every corner of the earth. I don't know who I should mention, him or Quentin Miller first. Letting niggas ping it first. That ain't dope like Aubrey. Quentin more like Cardi, and you more like Cardi.
So that was a quick snippet from what's to come from 3D Nati. She's taking aim at all 3 of the Big 3. She's saying, I don't respect none of y'all niggas. I'm going to put her name in the chat as well. 3D Nati. So She's taking aim at Kendrick. She's taking aim at Cole, saying it was hoish for him to apologize. And she's taking aim at Drake because she said he's stealing styles from every corner of the earth. She brought up Quentin Miller, saying, should I diss you or should I diss Quentin Miller? Saying he's more like a Cardi B than an elite lyricist, which by default, by proxy, is a shot at Cardi B too, if we're being honest, because he said Quentin Miller's like Party and you more like Cardi. So she's definitely looking for the smoke. Yeah. Cardi like, damn, now why am I in this motherfucker? But, you know, there was once upon a time where these types of records, unsigned artists could shoot at people in the industry and cause enough stir to where labels would reach out, start doing meetings with them, sign them. You know, they could go viral and get some things going. Those days have kind of gone away for the last 10 years or so. I remember when Kendrick originally dropped his Control verse, a lot of artists that were not in the conversation decided that they wanted to take aim at Kendrick. There was Joel Ortiz. King Los had a really good diss at Kendrick, so much so that Kendrick even acknowledged it and said, out of everybody that responded to me, King Los was the only one I paid attention to. I believe Logic put something out there. Of course, we know Drake said some things. They've been going at it. We know Cole said some things, and that shit faded away. He didn't really want the smoke. But there was a series, Joey Badass came out and said some shit. I don't know why he even tried to play that, because the diss he put out was weak as hell. Weaker than baby teeth. And I like Joey Badass a lot, but he jumped in the ring completely unprepared. We love Cardi over here. I got love for everybody. It's only like completely trash artists. If your music is not listenable, I'ma say it. But if you got good music, I'm gonna give everybody their credit. To me, we talking about everybody. Right now, we're talking about how the industry is basically treating J. Cole like powder puff football. Everybody is trying to treat him like a punching bag. That's what we're talking about. Unfortunately, with this apology, a lot of people are angry. A lot of people are disappointed. And independent artists that want to get on the radar, they're taking this as an opportunity to say, hey, I'm about to shoot at everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna play with none of y'all. It's up. There's also another independent artist that I saw named Samad Savage, who I've actually been following. We follow each other on Twitter. He took shots at the Big Three a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to play his record because I don't know his copyright situation. I wish I could. I should have ran it through my technology before. But it's a lot of folks that are seeing an open door, especially with J. Cole making the move that he did. I told y'all a lot of people are going to now listen to his music with new ears. All that best rapper alive, all that any rapper want to smoke with me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. People are now saying, bro, all those lyrics are null and void. You can't say that no more. All your songs now have to be concepts. All your songs now have to be from a third person perspective. Talk about love, talk about life, motivation. But when it comes to that best rapper shit, you've actually bowed yourself out of the conversation. It's crazy. Shit is wild, y'all. You say I'm a Nicki hater, but I've given Nicki her credit. I've openly said that she's a dope lyricist, a dope rapper. I don't like her personality, but I've never said she's a whack artist. This is something I've been trying to explain to y'all. I've even had Nicki Minaj stans jump in my comments and be like, you never say anything positive about her. It's because you ain't been listening. You brought it on yourself by saying it, by the way. This is wild. But y'all see, clearly it's different. Okay, let's get to this. Let's get to the conversation. Clearly it's different for men and women because nobody respects women who actually work their pen and or clap back. That's not true. How could that possibly be true when we're actively talking about women that are using their pen and clapping back? We just talked about Bia at the top of the show, who's clapping back at Cardi B. I don't know who's writing Cardi B's rap. She says she's writing a lot of her raps. So when she comes back and jumps at Bia, I'm expecting her to write her own shit. When Megan Thee Stallion got in the booth and decided she wanted to take aim at Nicki Minaj, she wrote her own shit and jumped out here. We talked about that. When Nicki Minaj wrote her diss record back and she did Bigfoot, we talked about that. It wasn't as good. It was a bunch of jokes. It was offbeat. What are we supposed to say? She was the one publicly letting people know she couldn't find a beat. So it's not that nobody disrespects her. And I told y'all better quit playing with me with this Nicki Minaj stuff, because I'm going to bring nothing but facts to the table. I would rather not go in on her because this video was not about her. But y'all going to make me go in on somebody that is not even in the conversation right now. And I respect her pen. But this is what I be saying. Y'all bring it on yourself. It's a popular... Well, let's just be honest. I mean, if you're putting it on the table that nobody respects Bia for her raps, what are they rapping about? Y'all about to make this conversation switch up again. I enjoy the women. I enjoy the ladies doing whatever they want to talk about. If they want to talk about pussy popping, they want to talk about being fresh, they want to talk about being at Fashion Week, they want to talk about Bottega, they want to talk about Rick Owens, they want to name all these brands. This is what they choose to rap about. I support what they rap about. So if they want to be mentioned in the same breath as the elite lyricists, then they're going to have to get elite lyrics. But this is a conversation I be trying not to have because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm discarding their contributions to the game. I like everybody for what they do. Anything that isn't praise or co-signing, yes, I guess so. I tried to redirect. Hey, we got 8 people on this thumbnail. I wanted to keep it to the 8 that was in the thumbnail. But you know, it always goes left. It always goes left. And I respect y'all for putting y'all commentary in here. I respect and love y'all too. But let's not start the conversation if you don't want to hear the conversation. Oh man. So what I do want to talk about is with this J. Cole thing going on, his day one fans and true supporters are still here. They're still supporting. They're still rocking. But it is interesting to see that he was one of the most beloved figures in hip hop just 2 weeks ago. Everybody was on J. Cole's team. He had been on a flawless feature run, bodying everybody's music. And all it took was for a nigga to say, fuck the big 3, nigga, it's just Big Me. He put his hand in the motherfucking, in the pot. It got too hot. And the entire industry is now like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Right? So now some people are even speculating that J. Cole could possibly be doing this on purpose. Right? They're saying, hey, you know, his album is called The Fall Off. Maybe he's trying to fall off in real time so that this album can redeem him. I don't know if that's the stake you want to die on, to be honest, because hip-hop can be forgiving, but they normally forgive the wrong niggas. Hip-hop normally forgives abusers, murderers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if hip-hop gonna forgive a nigga that's willing to put himself on a stake in lyrical battle. I don't know. We're going to have to see. We don't know when The Fall Off is dropping, but this is a fan theory that he's intentionally making these moves so that he could fall off into people's eyes. And then he could drop the album and redeem himself before he retires. There's also some people, I saw a decent theory, that said, no, he's not doing it on purpose, but he's manifested his own fall off because he's put so much time and energy into this project. He's been promoting it for 5 years that it was inevitable for him to eventually do just that and fall off. Basically alluding to the power of the tongue, affirmations, manifestation, and things like that. You know, the things that show up in your life are in direct correlation to the things that come out your mouth. the things that you speak upon, the things you pay attention to. Similar to how people have said that Tupac and Biggie, their death was in the power of their tongue. They had so many songs and so many albums where they talked about their death, and Tupac had graphic lyrics that actually depicted his own death, and eventually he ended up dying in the same way that he depicted in much of his lyrics. Biggie had Ready to Die, Life After Death, Born Again album. I hated that Born Again album. How y'all gonna play with my boy like that? But in so many of his lyrics, he had on his first album, he had a song called Suicidal Thoughts where he depicted unaliving himself. You know what I'm saying? On the second album, he got songs like You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You, and he didn't even live to see the release of it. So people are saying that J. Cole could be going through a very similar situation with all of his attention on falling off. I don't know. We're going to have to see how everything comes and plays about. But this is where we at in hip hop. It's getting interesting out here. The beef is bubbling. Everybody wants a slice. Everybody wants to get their plate full. Again, we got Quavo going at Chris going at Quavo. We got Bia still taking aim at Cardi. I don't think that's the last of that. We got ASAP and The Weeknd ganging up with Future to jump on Drake. Pause, no Diddy. And we've got everybody basically saying, hey, J. Cole, you're no longer in the conversation. Woo! All I can really say is hip-hop is about to be very interesting throughout the rest of the summer. 2024 is about to be very lit. I think that all of this drama, I think all of this is going to inspire all these artists to make better music. I think the spirit of competition is definitely in the air. Some people going to do better than others because some people pen ain't that strong. But nonetheless, y'all already know when the shit hit the fan, who going to be the one talking about it? Y'all know J Nolan, y'all going to count on me to say some shit. And I'm going to be the one to do it. If nobody else do it, I will. At this point, we've been on for about an hour. I wasn't trying to be on here all day. I'm going to get down and see what's going on, check in with the fam. Probably drop some more content for y'all later on in the day, but I greatly appreciate y'all for tuning in. Be sure to like and share this video if you haven't already. Get some of y'all folks for the replay gang. We need replay gang in here. Shout out to y'all that be tuning in afterwards. If this is your first time actually seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Some people say it's PR. You believe it's all PR? I'm here for that too. If it gives us the energy that we need for the artists to get better, I'm with all of it. You know what I'm saying? So keep the PR coming. But again, y'all know the next advancement, I'll be here reporting on it. All right. Much love and respect once again. I'm going to catch y'all a little bit later. Yeah. When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? Yeah, that was a direct. Yeah, you caught it. All right, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace.
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross some out, came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.